On this episode of the Layover Live, Grant Stoltz stops by to talk video advertising. Grant Stoltz, what are you doing, man? We're supposed to be filming. How are you filming here and over here?
The magic of YouTube.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 33 of the Layover Live. We're bringing the top article for the Layover each week. I'm Jason Swick, VP of Digital Marketing, joined by Digital Media Analyst Grant Stoltz. So Grant, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you guys have me back again. Evidently I'm doing something right.
You're doing something right, but it's the short and tall thing, right?
It really helps. It helps, balance everyone out, really.
It does. But why I want to have you on is really because we've got a great article out from Marketing Land. Mm-hmm. It's more of an announcement than an article, but it talks about some new tools coming from AdWords, which are pretty exciting as it relates to video. Really a way for you to be able to now test and measure creative elements on YouTube. Pretty exciting, and as you know, video has been really huge for DMOs, right? It's a great way to inspire travel, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think video is one of those ways of reaching people in a powerful visual medium, but also somewhere where there's a lot of attention. Mm-hmm. We always see these stats about how YouTube viewership is increasing at an exponential rate every year, sometimes even eclipsing certain TV channels or shows even. Yes. So really the attention is there. It's just a matter of utilizing the right targeting and methodology behind that. And of course creative as well, which this article kind of delves into. Yep. Helping advertisers with, is really kind of the two variables there.
Yep, absolutely. And I know I for one spend a lot of time on there as well, especially mm-hmm. when I'm researching for a trip. I know my kids spend more than enough time on YouTube as I'm sure some of our viewers as well. But really the article talks about really four things that are coming along. All of them are very exciting in some way, shape, or form. The one I think was one of the most exciting is video experiments. So talk about video experiments a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a really powerful tool for advertisers in general. Really what the big takeaway is, it allows for true sort of split test audiences. Mm-hmm. Able to serve one audience, one creative, and one audience another. Now, we have a similar ability currently in the platform where you're able to, again, advertise to certain individuals, but no true split test, as in there may be some overlap of audiences or maybe some overlap of who sees which ads, so kind of muddying the results. So this kind of allows for some more true experimentation of what creative, what ads are really performing well, and again, kind of having it isolated in a vacuum, which I think is, again, really important to getting that really true data of what's exactly happening behind the scenes and with your viewers too.
That's it. You talk about data, that kind of brings up the second piece mm-hmm. of this announcement, which is video creative analytics. So talk about what's coming in the way of analytics. We'd love to be able to measure results, to be able to use data to make decisions, and there's some exciting things coming from YouTube on that too, right?
Yeah, again, this is kind of another area where I'm sure being in the platform and getting down with mm-hmm. the tools itself will be really interesting to see, but they're really kind of talking about metrics and being able to see what exactly the creative is functioning across different audiences. Yep. Not necessarily just a split test, kind of like we were talking about before, but if you do have several audiences you're serving a single creative to, how is that affecting them? How is that even increasing brand lift if you have enough dollars behind that, which can be a little pricey, but nonetheless still able to really kind of take a look at, how is it affecting your audience rather than just how many people viewed it or how many people clicked on it. So it's really deeper metrics. So really excited about that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we talk about audience segmentation, that's really important as we're starting to think more past just general data nowadays and really going after specific audiences and niches mm-hmm. that we're trying to capture. This is a way to be able to look at data, compare those things. So great stuff there. Also a couple other things that are coming up. And let's talk about these things in tandem. We've got YouTube Director Mix, mm-hmm. Which is coming out, which sounds like more of an evolution of YouTube's original product, which is YouTube Director. Yeah. And then video ad sequencing. So talk about those two as well.
Yeah, those I think are both two really powerful tools. YouTube Director, as you kind of mentioned, was some Google's foray into having the ability to self-produce video. Yep. Pretty easy templates, almost drag and drop type of titles, sequences.
It was a great program.
And I think this is kind of their next evolution of that you can take some video creative and then change some of the titles, the order even of certain clips. Yep. Call outs, things of that nature. So a lot of testing of video elements specifically. So those can actually kind of be tested individually rather than having just to test a whole single creative. You can now test a piece of video but with different sequence or with a different ad call out at the end or with a different title. So there's a multitude of things you can do with that, which sounds interesting. And again, if they're kind of taking the tools from YouTube Director and then allowing them for a more testing-based environment and testing-based approach, I think that's only going to be a positive thing.
And then as we talk about storytelling and ad sequencing, that's right in with that. Right?
Absolutely. So that's the last thing of this they had kind of announced. And this is something they had alluded to for a while, and other platforms have similar capabilities, but the ability to almost tell a story through ads or through multiple ads. So a user will see ad number 1, maybe later that day they're back on YouTube, they'll see ad number 2, ad number 3, ad number 4, etc. So really able to, again, sequence the ads in a way that tells a story to a user, rather than just kind of going for the shotgun method of sending several pieces of content out at the same time and hoping a user puts that sequence together in their mind. This sort of explicitly outlines how a user will see ads from a certain brand or from a certain advertiser. So really interested to see kind of what the capabilities of that are. I think, again, it's a good way to tell a story for a destination, just because, again, there's so much attention, it's such a highly visual medium. Now kind of giving us the opportunity to advertise in a more storytelling manner rather than trying to shove a message down someone's throat.
I think you're spot on there. So thanks for sharing that, Grant. Four things that are coming along. 2 that are in beta format, 2 that are the latter are in alpha format right now. So they'll be coming, something our team will certainly be keeping an eye on, and something we'll be sharing with clients once it is available. So Grant, thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for tuning in this week, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, and have a great day.